But life is continued work. It's constant learning. I don't even, the whole concept of retirement, I don't even buy into. You know, we should constantly be working.
Welcome back to Voice Visions Presents. Is Voice of G, and we got three people from the 305 Shadow League Records represent in the house. We got Marlon, we got Scrue, and we got Drew. Welcome back, Drew. This is I think your second time on the show, so I'm really happy to have you back, bro. And what's up, guys? What you guys up to?
Same old, man. Just working, man. Just grinding and stuff, bro. We've been putting in a lot of work over the past 2 years now. At this point, now we got this album coming out. Marlon always got something cooking in the tuck he don't tell people about. Me and Drew got our own things going, but right now we got this new album coming out. It's gonna be a moment. It's gonna be a moment for Miami rap in general.
And that's a collab album, right? Between the two of you guys, Drew and Screw.
Yes, yeah, sir. It's a dual take.
Fire.
First, thank you for having me back, bro. I know you mentioned it earlier.
Of course, dude. Welcome back, man. Sure. We in the backyard today.
I was in my girl's crib the last time, but yeah, now we're at the room.
Dope. How many songs is the new project? Is it like an EP or is it like 12 songs, 13 songs?
It's an album. It's 9 joints.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we wanted to see like what length, like what a good length of an album should be, where we don't lose people along the way, and like 9 was just like the sweet spot.
Yeah, we went back and forth for a minute, but we cut it down to 9. We did a lot more than 9 though, but
yeah,
we cut it down to 9, no filler, just straight crap the whole time through. So
there's a lot of good joints actually that are not gonna make it, which is crazy.
Yeah,
like, we can make like a whole nother tape with like what we didn't use.
Yeah,
facts.
I'm sure you guys will be dropping that too, right? Like singles, and as you put the rollout for the album, you guys are gonna be throwing singles in there too.
Yeah. We've been discussing exactly what to do with certain joints that like. We all had our own joints. It's like, no, this got to be on there. This got to be on there. This got to be on there. But, compromise is key when you're doing a collab tape with 3 niggas on it. So,
facts.
So, yeah, I mean, I've been checking out, the stuff you guys dropped like last month. It just seems like every week you guys are dropping. And, but definitely the last project, Dante's Garden, which is, of course, like 3-4 songs in there. But I really liked Valhalla as my favorite joint on there. You guys just Drew and Screw the what's the word? You guys are just very comfortable going in and out of the beat. Like it's a dynamic duo, you know what I'm saying? And man, I'm sure that word is gonna come back to my head and I'm gonna say it. But it's just very comfortable listening to both of you guys go back and forth. And it's almost like a competition, like who's gonna outdo the other. But it's a good song. Yeah. A good song every time. Drew, you had a line that said, they say only the strong soldiers are given the test, rough rider, blood of my flesh. So that's always like DMX, that's a big shout out there. So I always like those kind of lyrics. So you call back. And as far as like Screw, bro, I have a line here as well from Henny Tears. And you said, venom colored diamonds in the watches. My girl says I'm toxic, but I'm just honest. And that's just like bro, like I'm not gonna, I don't know, bro. It's just like little sprinkles, right, of like dope lyrics, dope metaphors in there, bro, that you guys both do really, really well. Of course, the rest of the crew, I would love to have you guys on here. You guys do that very well. But this new project, like what's the concept on it, on this new album?
Go ahead, Martin.
Yeah, Martin, we'll let you answer.
Bro, just think of, you've seen The Dark Knight, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
The opening scene where Joker is just going into the bank, bro. Like that's what that encompasses like the whole vibe of the tape. You know what I mean? Like it's just like murder, bro. Like it's just mayhem. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
bro. Like ever since I envisioned like them two together on a track, I knew like they would have good chemistry, and they definitely showed out on this tape. You know what I mean? Like they went in. You know, I couldn't ask for anything more. You know. Yeah.
Damn.
That's a good way to put it, Marlon. But to add to your point, like, yeah, me and Screw, bro, like since day one, it's always like, we try to there's a saying, it's iron sharpens iron, and like so me and him, like we're always raising the bar for each other. So I feel like I personally I've gotten a lot better just, having not just him, everybody else in Shadow League, but specifically, we've been working together on this tape, but like it just elevated me to like a different point, I believe, so
yeah, I think we were the closest to each other out of like skill wise and like style wise. We were very much the closest to each other. So like it really happened naturally. Like they told me that I was doing an album with Drew. I didn't. It's not like we brainstormed and they're like, oh, we should, like, nah. They texted me one day after a studio session, like, hey, yo, just so you know, y'all two doing an album together. Like Marlon hit me. I was like,
Nice.
good, I'm with it. Let's do it.
Yeah, Marlon asked me, and then Marlon told Screw. So.
Yeah.
It's all part of the plan, bro. It's all part of the plan. Like when we started this thing in 2022, like, I mean, we still have the vision, like of what it's gonna lead up to, like the projects that are gonna come out. And this is just one of them. This is one of the ones that I had a vision for, and here we are, bro. It's next month. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm very excited for it.
I actually was just watching an interview with Russ, and Russ was saying that it's so good to have a packed catalog to keep people, coming back. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys are doing. Like there's so many little EPs or albums or things that you can look back where your monthly listeners are going up week by week, month by month, because they have a reason to come back. Is that like part of the process too? Maybe, that's why you choose those 9 songs and now you have those other songs to kind of play with. Like you just have content, I guess, to go throughout the year.
The way I look at it, bro, is like we're essentially running a record label. You know what I mean? So like if it's not my music, it's Drew's music, it's Screw's music, it's Jay's music, it's Jack's music. You know what I mean? So we all have to be constantly elevating and putting out quality, but with a high output because of today's game. You know what I mean? Like today's game, everything comes in one week and out the other. You know what I mean? But like as long as we're pushing out quality, we're good. We're money. You know what I mean? Like everything else will follow after that. So yeah, like I want to constantly be flooding the streets. Like that's like a term that we have in the realm. Like, oh, we got to flood the streets. Just like how we grew up, you know what I mean? Lil Wayne was flooding the streets. TDE was flooding the streets at one point. You know what I mean? Everybody was flooding the streets. So I want that for us. You know what I mean? So
speaking of like, oh, I'm sorry, Drew, go ahead.
Just to add to that, I feel like since we're all like so like connected, like interconnected, like we got features on each other's shit, each other's stuff. My bad, I'm trying not to curse, but features on each other's stuff and songs coming out with each other. Like if Screw were to have a song that like blows up for some reason, right? Then I feel like that'll trickle down to like the rest of us. Same thing with Jay. If Jay has something that pops up, Jag Maker, any one of us, since we're all interconnected, it kind of like it would lead back and like trickle down to the rest of us, just because we're so like interconnected at this point.
That's dope. That's like a tree. Every tree has roots. And when one piece of the tree gets water, like the entire tree gets water. So speaking of, I guess some of those labels like TDE, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef was going on and everything. I'm not gonna ask who you wanted to win or who won, but the point is like in that time frame, just like I just thought about this now. Did it feel weird to maybe drop music around that time because that the big beef is going on, or does that not even affect you as an artist?
I feel like you could. Go ahead, Screw. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think any artist with some type of savvy like has to understand like, we're still at a certain point where like when certain people come out, when certain big dogs or certain moments happen, you kind of got to move out the way. And it really, we didn't put it off. We didn't put the album off. We were really just cooking, and it just worked out that way, you know, because we're not scared of nobody, you know. Like, I think we know the people that we connect to, and we know the eyes that we have on us right now, and the people who enjoy our stuff are always going to enjoy it, no matter all the outside noise that's going to happen. But I think any artist has to have some kind of, like, what's the word? It's awareness. It's awareness of, like, no, like, so did it affect us? Maybe a little bit, not as much as like, oh no, we can't drop now because this is happening. Like, nah, we would have, if the album was ready and we were ready to drop, we would have dropped it, no question. Like, it wouldn't have mattered. You feel me? Like, we're not scared of these dudes, but you still got to understand, like, just how music as a business works, you know.
The
so
politics of it, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's like being able to strategize around it, because it was a big, like, it was a huge deal. Like, it took the whole world by storm. So, like, we definitely had to strategize. We definitely had to strategize around it. My bad.
No, you're good.
Just tagging on to what Screw said, like, I feel like you could look at it two ways. Like, yeah, like, if you want it to affect you, it could affect you. But if you're like, I don't want to say being real, like, if you're a smaller caliber artist, like, you shouldn't let that type of, you know, stuff, you know, like, affect you or whatever, you know what I mean? And like, it could be, and you could just keep going and not pay attention to that, you know what I mean? Because, bro, that would have been, if you looked at it like at a positive standpoint, like, that would have been a great time to drop, because everybody was on their phone, everybody had Spotify on their hand, you know what I mean? So that would have been a good time to drop, you know? But there's always the other factor, like, oh, like, people only want to hear Kendrick and Drake or whatever. So, like, I don't know. You could look at it in different ways. You know what I mean?
I mean, just to, I guess, finish the point. I know, like, 21 Savage or any of those artists could not have dropped, probably, because they're so close to those guys that anything they might say is like, oh
It'll
no,
probably
he's
affect
talking
them more.
yeah. So there's that.
Bro,
But yeah, go.
Big Sean got like washed away by that whole thing. He had like his comeback song and like NPR.
Yeah, Big Sean, right? Big Sean.
Yeah, he got caught up in that, bro. That's sucks for him.
Oh man,
That's right. I forgot about that.
You forgot about it.
Everybody forgot about it. Like,
can't catch a break, bro.
Yeah. So any visuals for these projects, or for this project that's coming up? Has that been finalized yet, or you guys are still thinking about filming locations or anything like that?
We have like some stuff in the vault, but we definitely want to get more stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, man, like, we want to, like, bro, like, the thing is, like, you want to stack up as much as you can, so like on a rainy day you could just like be posting, you know what I mean? Oh, like, here, I did this video, you know, but it's something that you did like a few months ago, you know, so it's like you just want to have ammo, always have ammo, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah.
But yeah, we have a lot of content like in the tuck, like Marlon said, and thanks to Peter Noir, he's the one doing all our visuals.
Shouts out Peter.
Big shout out. Yeah. So I was thinking too, imagine if there is some kind of beef and Marlon has to wake up at 4 a.m. to cook up a beat. Like, imagine that, the pressure, like, you guys have to rush, go to the Shadow Realm and just start for 24 hours, stack up as many disses as possible. Imagine that.
Oh man. At that point, you got to get multiple producers involved, bro. Like, I could only do so
Jack
much.
Maker too.
Yeah, you got to get him involved. You know what I mean?
I feel that people don't understand, like, the competitive spirit that lives within all of us who come here to the realm. Like, every time we work here together, it's almost like a beef of who has the best verse. So for somebody to give us a reason to get up and go rap, it'll probably be scary. It'll probably be for that person. You feel me? So, you know, it's a lot. It is a lot of pressure to just wake up and turn it on. But we've been doing that for
2 years. For 2 years.
Couple years now. So
yeah,
I don't think it's too much of a problem.
That's dope. That's like you guys said, iron sharpens iron, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, really dope, man. And then before we like wrap things up, I wanted you guys to just shout out like your favorite rap group of all time. Yeah, you got to stack them up against everybody. Who is like the best rap group of all time in your opinion?
Shadow League, man. We are the best. I'm in the best rap group, bro. Like I ain't gotta worry about standings and all that. Accolades and all that will come later. If we're talking just pure talent, pure raw talent, ambition, what we do when it comes to beats, what Marlon does, what Jack does when it comes to making production. I don't really think
versatile.
Yeah, the range that all of us have, if you combine all of us, I don't think that we're like Voltron. I don't really think it's too many people supposed to go against that.
But
that's
like a
bag maker in the realm right now, cooking up.
like we're literally working
like,
as we're doing this interview right now. We're gonna finish this interview and go right back into the studio and keep working.
Man.
Like, this does not stop. Nothing stops here.
I love
Yes,
it.
sir. Shadow League, yeah. There you go. That's a good answer. The only answer.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I won't hold you too long, so you guys can get back to work. Getting back to laying dope joints, dope collabs. You know any shout outs you guys want to give? Maybe some of the other members, whatever, before we wrap things up.
I mean, I'll give a quick shout out to Shoddy, my dog Shoddy 305. Been putting in a lot of work. He always taps in with us, and I have a feature coming up with him in a couple months. So
super dope.
Yeah, so shout out to Shoddy, bro. Always showing love. That's my dog.
Shout out to Watch Wolves, Money Mowgli.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Dirty Five, bro. Shout out to them.
Big shout
Shout out to Crazy Hood. Shout out to all these people from Miami. Apollo Lofton. Shout out to him.
Yes, sir.
And then shout out to the Shadow League. And then shout out to Voice Visions, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Most important one.
More than anybody.
But life is continued work. It's constant learning. I don't even